no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky.
Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome to We're on the Road. Welcome to the red long stay car park at Dublin Airport. Did you see those prices? 18 euros for one day. If you stay here for 25 hours, that's classified as 2 days, and it's 36 euros. Absolutely outrageous. I say that because today's flight to the Isle of Man has cost me 21 euros. Let's go check out the Isle of Man. Goodness me, I did intend to pick up a shirt while I was dashing through the airport here, but no joy. Really shocked to discover that this airport doesn't sell clothes. There's not a clothes shop here. There's one that sells a few jumpers amongst other touristy type things, and there's that place behind me with t-shirts saying welcome to Dublin or I drink Guinness, but no place to buy a shirt. That's quite shocking because Dublin is a major airport. I mean, yeah, this is Terminal 2, it is the international departures place. Anyway, I'll have to pick one up in Douglas. Okay, we're locked and loaded. I counted 29 people boarding the aircraft and there are 72 seats. Thank you, Emerald Airways. 21 euros. Okay guys, that's me, made it to Douglas Airport. Now I've been here before, but it was 20 years ago, and I've got to tell you, I've got zero recollection. I went to see the big wheel, and I was the only one there because it was February and the weather wasn't very good. But beyond that, I have no recollection of this place whatsoever, so I'm going to discover it all over again. But the first order of business, find out how I get to Douglas cheaply. So it's bus 1, 11 or 14. I think we've had the 2 and the 4 go by so far, so a bit disappointing there. You know, the old Roy would say, just jump in a J Maxi and off we go. I would have got one of those Uber things or a Bolt or what do they use in this part of the world, but unfortunately my phone is not working. Yeah, I have no mobile connection. I pressed all the buttons I can find in the world and I just can't get my phone to work. So, welcome to the Isle of Man, still at the bus stop. I made it on board. Number 2 actually goes there. Yeah, it didn't say it on the bus stop, but I asked someone, they said, yeah, hop on here, you'll be okay. So, very busy, and I've only just got a seat because a few guys got off. But Douglas, here we come. So there are my digs, that is my hotel. But first, gotta say, the Beatles aren't looking so good. Of course I jest, that is the Bee Gees. But look at this out here. The biggest sandcastle you've ever seen in your life. Now surely that's not a functional castle, or was never built to be a functional castle, surely. That's quite dainty. It's like a mobile traffic crossing. Very good. Okay, there we go. Opal Boutique. Let's have a looky. Okay, room 202 is on floor number 1. You know the way these things tend to work. Please tell me that's a wind up. Oh. I've stayed in worse. Okay, let's do it. Oh, that does. Oh, hello. Yep. Happy enough. Get to see the sandcastle and the cruise ship. Okay, guess who did the stupid thing of laying on their hotel bed and just closing their eyes for a second? That's me. Hour and a half later, here I am. So, really hungry right now. Off to find a curry house. I have no mobile data. Don't know what's going on there, but the phone's not working, so gonna have to hop it. But you know what? You often find the best Indian restaurants when you ask someone. Word of mouth goes a long way in the curry world, doesn't it? So far though, so good here, and really taking how clear the water is. Take a look at this. Not too shabby. And of course that cruise liner has gone, but the sandcastle remains. Quality stuff. Anywhere else this would be covered in graffiti, I assure you. And it's double-sided, so you can go through here. There's a garden through that side. Should we go up those steps? Yeah, let's do that. So here we go, flavours, Indian cuisine, Douglas Isle of Man style. Food review coming up. I have no idea what this is. This is not like any Indian I've seen before, but apparently that's because it's authentic. Ready for this? Undecided. Oh well, listen, I'm not objecting. So that is me fed and watered. I didn't make the best choice on that menu. Nothing wrong with the food, just wasn't to my liking. It was an authentic Indian restaurant. And it goes to show you that while I couldn't see any jalfrezis and boonas and tikka masalas on the menu, authentic and what we believe is authentic are two very different things. Had a chat with the owner afterwards. Very, very nice guy. Service was great. Waitress was really, really sweet. Would I go back there again? Me personally, no. But it does look a very popular spot. Okay, I am going to have one more beer and then hit the hay. What am I doing in the Isle of Man? Well, I don't know. €21 flight was just too good to pass up. So I'm going to get up early tomorrow. And I'm just going to suck it in and see. There's no firm plans whatsoever. I could jump on a bus, a taxi ride, a tour, or a train. I have no idea. Might just do a pub crawl. Who's to know? But anyway, one more beer for me, and I will see yous in the morning. Well, in addition to a bronze of the Bee Gees, there's a bronze of Norman Wisdom. And I'm quite intrigued. There's a bar there, a bit of a trendy wine bar. So Norman Wisdom is labelled all over it. I wonder what that's all about. I might pop in tomorrow for a little look. Curious. I remember Norman Wisdom, and he was funny. I had no idea he had a connection with the Isle of Man. If I get some internet, I'm going to research that one. Morning guys, well, it's not raining anyway, it looks a bit drafty, but hey ho. So made a decision, picked up a leaflet last night at the hotel reception. There is a Manx electric railway which leaves from the promenade here, unfortunately the other end of the promenade. Oh, it's Manx, thank you so much, fantastic. Yeah, I need to be right over there, that corner. Oh, there you go, 20 minutes all the way over there. Plus I've got to buy a ticket. We'll be all right. As I pass person after person wearing jackets, I realise I'm being ridiculously optimistic wearing a t-shirt today. Goodness me, how grand was that back in its day? I'm presuming it's kind of Victorian times. Well, what a building. I'll tell you what, they did find a fine spot to put that. And don't let it be said that the Isle of Man didn't do its bit in 2 wars. I've got 8 minutes. I am not going to make this, and that's going to really throw me out because it's half an hour to the next one. And the knock-on effect is when I get back to Douglas, I'll have to get a taxi to the airport, which I don't want to do because it's costly. And furthermore, I can't find one of those Uber machines. The app's not working. I haven't seen many taxis here at all. In fact, looking for one now, and today I've not seen a one all the time I've been here. And that's it, 10 past 10. I've come about 400 metres short. I think the building up there with the red doors is where I want to be. Okay, that's a fail. Burnt some calories anyway. Half an hour, gonna have to wait. Have a look underneath the electric railway sign, and that is what I failed to catch. There you go. Typical. Well, time really is your enemy on these 24-hour stopover trips because, look in there, there's a mountain railway as well which I could have jumped on, but I just haven't got time. It's a 1 hour detour, half an hour each way, so I'm going straight to Ramsey and straight back again, which is a bit disappointing, but hey ho, what can you do? Are these actually used? I presume they are in use. They're in good nick.
No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Budget split between this, that, the steam,
The
mountain.
Okay, I've got you. And they're all different carriages, yeah?
Oh yeah. So I don't think there's a single identical one, is there? No, all the chassis and everything are all different, aren't they, on these? Yeah. To be an actual identical one. So they'll have similarities, basics.
And where are they being just dug out of old barns and things, or?
No, ours. These are ours.
No, but I mean the ones you're restoring. I mean they've always been in the possession for forever. Then.
Yeah.
Is this your full-time job?
Yeah.
You're a doer-upper.
Not of these, no.
No.
No, I'm a doer-upper of track and track-associated bits.
Okay.
He's a doer-upper of.
Here's the man.
These.
You're doing a fine job.
Well, I'm doing the double-decker one from there.
It's in a hammer, right? And that's really cool, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks very much. Yeah, I will do. I'll take that little walk. Thank you. How old are they? I mean,
120 odd years old.
So
they're old.
Maybe just got the last year or two from Queen Victoria. Yeah.
That double decker there that's being built now by Mike is the oldest one.
The double decker, that's bizarre. I'd have presumed those open top things were. Oh, fantastic.
Used to be absolutely packed. Used to have 2 lines all the way down to the sea terminal there.
Right.
Before they decided in their infinite wisdom to shorten it.
And it's electric, not steam.
Well, these are horse-drawn, obviously. Your electrics are done just up the hill here.
Okay. So these are all horse-drawn?
These are all horse-drawn.
Oh, okay,
these,
yeah, that's interesting. Okay. I feel sorry for that horse that's got to haul that thing around with 50, 60 people on board.
I mean, they get heavy with people on, but I mean, ultimately.
How many horses are we talking?
Oh, they've got 25, 30 horses.
Sorry, they have.
But there you go, look. So using the road.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So yeah, not too much surface tension.
You know, for a horse, it's absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I suppose the next thing is getting it to stop here.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it's a double decker. What an absolute top banana. Can you believe that? There you go. These things happen for a reason. There's me bitching about being late, and did that not serve my purpose so wonderfully well? It would appear that my train has arrived, and am I going to be brave and sit outside, or am I going to get inside? I think I'm going to go for the outside option. Yeah, I'm only wearing a t-shirt. I know it's not a warm day, but... Okay, things are starting to make sense. There's the horse-drawn. Okay, so the horse-drawn live in there, Douglas Horse Tramway. We are going to get in this one, and this one is electric. Well, I'm missing loads, believe it or not, but the great thing is I'm going to come back here in an hour's time, so I kind of know what I missed. We got a quick glimpse, but most definitely you've got to sit on the right hand side of this one because you've got the cliff view and it is spectacular.
I'm in the waterfall.
Wow. In a word, there is no other word, brilliant. That cost £17 return, an hour and 15 minutes. I now have 45 minutes in Ramsey. Got to get some refreshments to get a bit thirsty, so on there. Really wonderful experience. There's loads of stops on the schedule, but it doesn't actually stop there. They request the stops, but it was just so sweet, just seeing families just heading into Ramsey to do their shopping. Hopping on and off that wonderful electrified railway. So already looking forward to going back, but 45 minutes to kill. Let's go have a look at Ramsey. Britannia doesn't rule the waves. That is a serious fishmongers. Daddy and Kathy. This is really quaint. This is lovely. It's proper old school, isn't it? Fishmongers, ironmongers, plumbers, barbers. I wonder if I can squeeze through. Is this really a walkway? Oh, look at this. I can barely get my shoulders through. Three post boxes. Any difference? VR, GR, and ER. So, Elizabeth, George, and Victoria? I'm guessing so. I wonder, is that lumber arriving? Or is it departing? That's curious. Wow, that's an old beaten up ship, isn't it? Goodness me. I wouldn't fancy being on board that thing out in the ocean. So I'm guessing that is a swing bridge that will to allow boats out. I mean, the tide is not necessarily as high as it will go, judging by what I can see over there. I'm going to take a walk over it anyway. Okay, where it swings from, to, around, whatever. Ramsey Swing Bridge, erected for the Ramsey Town Commissioners, opened 1892. Oh, here's one of my guilty pleasures. Looking around a second-hand shop.
I don't know. It just makes me. Yeah, but you can't. Are you alright there, sir?
I'm good, thank you. I'm enjoying my little route around. So before I say goodbye to it, just a thought on the currency. It is pounds, as you can see, pounds sterling, but these notes are a bugger to get rid of in the UK. So on the Isle of Man, they will take English currency as we know it, or the British pound note. But try and take an Isle of Man note back to the UK. You can get it changed in the bank, but you've got no chance of getting it changed in the shop. They're tame, aren't they? They are really tame. Think they're only babbers. And Mum's probably going to have to get my bite to eat. Really quaint place. It's how you imagine most places were in the 60s. It's pretty much unspoiled. Liking it, liking Ramsey. You know what, the most simple things are the best, aren't they? Look at this seat. So the back adjusts like this. So when you sit on it, I mean, how simple. Oh, cool. Right, it's all the way back to Douglas for me, an hour and 15 minutes. Such a shame I didn't have more time here. Literally ran down to the seafront, crossed the bridge, ran into the knick-knack shop, the second-hand shop, grabbed a bar of chocolate, grabbed a pint, absolutely lashed that down. Needed to use the toilet, so thank you very much. That was my excuse. And now on my way back. To think I wanted to go the mountain railway as well today, but time is my enemy, and as it is, I will still be rushing to get back to the airport for my flight home. Moral of the story is 24 hours is nowhere near enough time in the Isle of Man. Still made up with this. So getting a bit cold outside, so I took the opportunity to change carriages. I'm now in the covered one. I'm really glad I come in here. Well, firstly it's warmer, but this is gorgeous. It's a masterpiece, it really is. Let me show you. great views continue. Just looking up here, these are mirrors. That is actually a great way of making the whole thing appear more spacious. And I think in this carriage here, I'm higher up than I would be when I was sat at the back. So the conductor's just done this. I've just seen this as we're coming back into Douglas. The seats move. So when we head back that way, it's just ingenious. Okay, let's do our bit here. There you go. And just like that, back in Douglas. So I'm going to try and treat myself to one of those horse and carts or horse and railway carriages, because it was a long old walk getting here this morning, and that seems a lot less hassle. So we'll go find out how I do that in the booking office. Okay, let's do it. I think you have to unhook the horse. Yeah, he's going to get unhooked and walk around there, so I want to be parked here. £2.50 halfway down the promenade. That is money well spent based on this morning's experiences. It looks like it's a change of horse. Here we go. And then around here, going to be Harry or Alec. All right, we got Alec. Maybe we got Harry and Alec. To be confirmed.
Have you took your ticket, miss? Fantastic.
There's a certain irony about being in a rush to get on an airplane whilst on a horse-drawn railway carriage. Unquestionably a better decision than walking. Unquestionably. Good crack. £2.50 halfway down the promenade. That'll do me. I've got a plane to catch. Stop to get some passengers. So that's me halfway down the promenade. I'm glad I did that, particularly after walking into the depot this morning, presuming the carriages were for the electric railway and not for the horse-drawn carriages. I'm halfway down the promenade, so I think I'm going to be okay. I've made it on the bus. I think it's about half an hour. I'm going to make my flight. Hectic day, busy day, fun day. I'm back 22 hours after I arrived here at Douglas Airport. I'm back to do it all over again. Unfortunately, this one wasn't €21, it was a bit more expensive, but only a bit more. Okay, let's do it. Okay, we are airborne, 35 minutes, running a bit late, and I gotta say, the pilot hammered us down the taxiway. We got to the end of the runway and just didn't stop, and off we went. I think he's keen to make up some lost time. Couple of thoughts here. You know what, this airport is called Douglas International Airport, or just Douglas Airport, but wouldn't it be nice to take a leaf out of Belfast at the George Best International Airport? Ronaldo has an airport named after him. Wouldn't it be nice to have the Sir Mark Cavendish Manx Airport? Yeah, I think we should have a campaign. Sir Mark Cavendish deserves an airport named after him. He is the greatest Manx man, sporting wise, ever born, alive or dead. The greatest sportsman to ever come from the Isle of Man, Mark Cavendish. Name the airport after him. Why not? And did you see, when I boarded, there was no steps. There was this lovely little ramp, no steps whatsoever. Makes a lot of sense for people that can't get up steps too good, but makes a lot of sense for Mark Cavendish because he can't ride his bike up steps, can he? And he could ride up that. Guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope all's good in your hood, because I want you to join me next time. So you take care, and I'll see you very soon.